I didn't need to work that a little bit lower in the water column. Oh my God, I got it. There we go. He ate it, he ate it, he ate it. Yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. You guys, what is up? And welcome back to a brand new video here to the channel. Today, we're coming back out to this here juicy little pond to see if we can't get on some big early spring bass. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so like I said, today we're coming back out to this here juicy little pond to see if we can't get on some big early spring bass. If you guys have not seen my last video, I actually found my first spawning fish of the year. So I'm hoping, since this pond is in a similar area and it's a similar size to that last one, hopefully these fish will be up shallow and starting to spawn, even though it is still earlier in the year than these fish usually come up to spawn. So I'm hoping come out to this juicy little pond. I got a jig tied up. I got this wacky rig that I'm throwing right now, as well as a jointed swim bait. So we're gonna be covering all the bases. He's got it. Oh my God, that was a fish right there. He just had the end of the worm. Dang it. He just had the end of it. Oh, another bass just took it. He's got it. Got it, that one. There we go, there we go. That was like third cast. Let's go. Just a little guy. There were like 3 in that area. And this dude destroyed it. Right in the top of the mouth. Absolutely destroyed that wacky rig. There were like 4 or 5 right in that area. One ate it on the cast before. And this chubby little guy destroyed it. They're definitely coming up shallow. It doesn't seem like they're quite on their beds yet. But they are definitely being aggressive towards these baits. Let's get him back in the water. All right, guys, not a bad little fish there. Just gonna put him right back in the same spot, just in case he is getting ready to get on a bed there. Goes right back in there. That's so sick, though. Like I said, I saw a few fish right there, and that dude absolutely destroyed it. All right, guys, let's keep walking up this bank. Oh, there's 2 more right here. But they're literally sitting right there. Those 2 are definitely coming up on the bed. Not quite aggressive, but they're still sitting kind of like right in that area. Definitely such a good sign, because last time I came to this pond, these fish didn't really seem to be coming up shallow quite yet, and we had one really warm day. And now, at least in this pond, they're starting to come up shallow. I think if we keep throwing these baits around, we could find some of these big fish, because they should. It turned. Oh my God. He went right up to it. There's a big fish right here, guys. I knew this was gonna happen. Literally as soon as I said that the big fish should be coming up shallow, there's a big fish right here. I have a jig tied up as well that I'm gonna go grab. Dang, that is a good fish. I got a jig and I got a big swim bait, and this dude's sitting right here. This is a big fish as well. All right, we got the jig. We've got the juice right here. Oh, he went right up to it the first time. I mean, I don't think he's on a bed because I don't see like a pair. Oh, he's going out deeper, but he's definitely circling, or probably a she. Definitely out circling this area. I knew there would be some big fish up shallow. Not on a bed yet, I don't think. Dang. It's gone. Dang it. Oh no, there's another big bass right there. Oh my God, they're spawning. There's 2 big bass, and they're definitely. One of them's probably like 4, and one of them was probably like 2, the male. This is the second, well, those are the second and third big bass that I've seen. I mean, a 2-pounder is not a giant, but Still a good fish. And that other one over there that I saw, probably like close to 5. Oh my God, he's right there. Well, that's the smaller one of the two. That's definitely the male. They're definitely paired up. I mean, it's probably gonna be another like day, and then these fish are gonna be fully on the beds. Oh my God. Yeah, these fish are, I mean, these fish are a little bit more locked on this area at least. I'm giving those big fish just a little bit of a break. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cast at them a whole lot more, just because he's got it, got it, there we go, there we go. Second fish of the day, there we go. Switched up to the wacky rig, and of course, second cast back in there, this dude absolutely destroyed it. That is such a cool fish right there. Definitely more aggressive in this pond than they have been the past couple of times I've been here. I'm gonna give those bigger fish just a little bit of a break, just because they're not super aggressive, and when they're spawning, you really wanna let them kind of do their thing and not mess them up too much. But I'm gonna have to go back there, whether it is just later today or in the next couple of days when these fish are really on beds. But that's a nice chunky little dude. Let's just get this guy right back in the water. All right, guys, not a giant, but good second fish of the day. I will take it. So aggressive, ate it. Came up to it like 3 casts in a row. And then he destroyed it. That is so sick. He absolutely destroyed that bait. All right, guys, it has been a good probably 5-6 hours since I was back out at the pond. I gave these spawning fish, or just coming up to spawn, not quite spawning, I gave them a little bit of rest. And we're coming back to the same side of the pond that had all those big fish coming right up shallow. Definitely getting ready to spawn, especially those 2 that were paired up. Let's come back around to where I saw these big bedding fish. And maybe we can't finally hook one of them. Oh, that's a fish. He's got it, he's got it. Got it, there we go, there we go. Well, it's definitely the best one of the day. Not a terrible one on the wacky rig. Absolutely destroyed that wacky rig. Oh my God. Don't think this guy was on a bed, but he absolutely destroyed that bait. Let's get this guy back in the water. Definitely the best one of the day. Probably close to 1.5 pounds. Absolutely destroyed it. All right, guys, not a bad fish. Third one of the day. Let's get him back in the water. Absolutely destroyed that wacky rig. I saw him right up shallow, and then I cast it in there. Must have had that waiting on the ground for maybe 15 seconds before he actually decided to pick it up. Definitely the best one of the day. Not a terrible fish on the wacky rig. I'm definitely gonna keep walking up and around this bank, see if we can't find more aggressive ones. Right up shallow again. I don't really like throwing these treble hooks on the bedding fish, but I mean, I just have so much luck with it. Just kind of twitching it in front of their face. I didn't need to work that a little bit lower in the water column. Oh my God, I got him. There we go. He ate it. He ate it. He ate it. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No way. It was the male, the smaller one, but he ate it. Let's go. Look at that hook. That's a big fish right there. The hook right in the top of the mouth. Let's go. Oh my God. That's probably like a 3. Look at that hook right in the top of the mouth. Oh my God. It comes right out. That is a big fish right there. Oh my God. It's probably close to 3.5 pounds. I knew he was gonna eat it off of that bed. Let's go. That is a big fish right there. Whew, on the bed. That is a chunky fish. Probably around, I don't know, 3.5, 3 pounds. I have to get him on the scale. That is a giant. Whew, I knew he was gonna eat it if I put that baby bullshad in front of its face. Whew, let's get him back in the water. All right, guys, don't have the scale with me right now, but that's gotta be close to 4 pounds. That is a giant fish right there. On the bed, hook came right out of the top of the mouth. I'm gonna put him right back into the same spot so we can get right back on the bed. Look at that giant right there. Easily my biggest fish of the year. Look at that fish. It's gotta be four pounds right there. Revive him. Look at that. Let's go. On the baby bullshad, I knew that this bait would be the bait to get that fish to eat. This baby bullshad swim bait right here just always catches the big fish off of beds. And I knew that if I put it in front of his face for a long enough time, eventually he would just destroy that. I think it was the male right there, but that could have been the female. I'm not quite sure because it definitely seemed to be pretty fat, almost like it was full of eggs. Right on that baby bullshad swim bait. Does not get any better than that. It's got to be a 4-pounder right there. All right, guys, that is such a good fish. On the baby bullshad, just throwing this 12-pound test, little Mike Buka baby bullshad in this white color. Got my Corrado K with my Guggen Gold Series rod. Handled it great on that big fish. And really, I've been working for that fish all day. Came out here this morning and it wasn't super interested, and then came out here about 5 hours later from that morning session, which we did get on 2 good fish. We got on that 1 good fish to start, and then that just giant right there. That must have been just over 4 pounds, I think. Just looking how fat that fish is. I do have a scale, but it's like all the way on this side of the pond, and when you are fishing for bedfish, the most important thing is putting them back really quickly right on their bed so they can get back to doing their thing. But this baby bullshad just always catches the fish off of beds, and it's almost like a weird presentation with the treble hooks. It's kind of an obnoxious bait that you almost seem like when they are that up shallow, they wouldn't eat it, especially in this clear water. But when they're on beds, they will just destroy bait fish like this when it gets close to their area. Not my biggest fish ever, but most likely the biggest fish that I've caught off of a bed. Alright guys, so I'm editing this video right now, and that's going to be about it for today's video. Such a fun time out at this tiny little micro pond, getting on these pre-spawn and just about spawning fish. That was definitely, if that it was on a bed, it was definitely my my biggest bed fish ever. That around 4-pounder. I wish I could got an official weight on him, but it was definitely over 3.5, probably pushing almost 4.5, but I give it around 4 pounds. High 3s, low 4s in that range. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. I have so much fun making these videos for you guys. If you did enjoy, like I said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below. Lets me know that you like the content I put down, and I really appreciate the support as of recently. I'm going to be fishing a lot these coming weeks, these coming months. More videos are going to be coming out every single week, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we can't get on to bigger fish, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.